My name's Rick Archer with Arch Environmental Equipment. I'd like to welcome you to this video series. We manufacture equipment for the bulk material handling industry. We've worked in all industries. We can vary from food all the way to heavy mining. All of our equipment is designed to make conveyors more efficient in the transport of material from one point to another. Conveyors are very simple in that material is loaded at one end and discharged at another end, but any spillage in between those 2 points costs extra money. Our equipment helps to seal and clean those points to make sure that the material ends up moving from point A to point B. We have a mechanical division which specializes in the mechanical side of conveying. We have an electrical controls division which provides equipment for the electrical side of conveying. Arch products are distributed through a worldwide network of local distributors, and we have distributors that have been a part of our organization for 15 years. Arch manufactures all their products in Paducah, Kentucky. Every product is manufactured there, and all products are completely U.S. assembly.
Arch offers 5 different cleaners, starting with our Super Saber, which is the largest cleaner that we manufacture, then Saber Max cleaner, then SB cleaner, then the SCM cleaner, and then the Arch Mini cleaner. Arch has 4 different types of secondary cleaners. We have a GSS, which is a Gordon Saber secondary. Then we have an RBS, which is a metal bladed cleaner. Then we have an RGS, which is a metal bladed cleaner mounted in rubber. The 4th secondary cleaner is the Arch secondary cleaner, the SC. Yeah, a few of the things that Arch is more commonly known for as far as innovations with a belt cleaner are the actual contour of the blade. The other thing is a single piece blade, the quick change blade. The other thing is our tensioning device. Nobody else has one like it. The whole secret to cleaning the belt is being able to keep the tension on the tip of the blade at the head pulley. The twist tensioner does that. Twist tensioners are guaranteed for the life of the cleaner. The main importance with belt seals simply is spillage. They're designed to keep the material from spilling out of the load zone. Arch makes 3 different types of seal: Elastoseal, Flexiskirt, and Talon seal. Elastoseal is probably the most unique seal that Arch has. It's self-adjusting. Once it's installed, you don't have to adjust it again. Elastoseal is designed to move up and down on the chute wall, and the pressure of the material holding it down inside the load zone is what keeps it sealed against the belt. Flexiskirt comes with its own holders as a system. The other unique thing about Flexiskirt is that you're able to switch sides with the rubber. You get basically twice the wear. And we also offer 2 different types of mounting to be able to adjust it, either with just nuts that unscrew to loosen the clamps or a quick release handle. The Arch Talon seal is unique in that it has a claw design. Where it sits on the belt, it has 3 ribs rubber that sit on the belt and flex with the belt. And the most unique thing about it is it can be used on any fastening system that you're currently using in your load zone area. Belt misalignment is a problem that most conveyors have. Arch has come up with a solution to misaligned belts called the Tri-Return Training Idler. It's a unique design because it's 3 rolls instead of a single flat roll. And we've designed it to make the 3 rolls be more in contact with the belt. It's mounted on a frame on a center pivot, with the center roll being mounted slightly higher than the 2 outside rolls, which are on a descending angle to the outside edge of the belt. What this does is conforms to the cupped shape of the belt on the return side. There are 2 important things that misaligned belts affect. One of them is wear on the belt. The other thing is spillage in the load zone. The belt needs to be centered when it comes around the tail pulley into the load zone to get the load on the belt. If it's not, there's going to be spillage at that load zone, which is lost material. Tri-Return trainers are available in all belt widths from 24 inches to 108 inches. The Wyatt alignment discs were designed not so much for misaligned belts, but for wandering belts. They're a urethane disc that split and bolts onto the outside of the troughing or return side idler roll. The Wyatt alignment disc is a perfect fix for an aggravating problem. Belt support in the load zone area of a conveyor is very important for a couple of reasons. One, for spillage. The other good reason to use belt support is to protect the belt. Arch offers two different types of belt support, a slider bed system and an impact system. The Arch slider bed system is unique in that it is a retrofit system. What we do is retrofit your current conveyor idler stands with insert units, normally just on the wings, but we can do a complete slider system replacing the center roll too. The second belt support system that Arch produces is an impact cradle. Arch's impact cradle is very heavy duty. The stands themselves are made of I-beam with molded rubber bars, which are molded onto steel frames, and they are attached then to the frames. The Simplicity impact system is custom made to your specifications and does not require any field modifications once arriving on the job site. Fugitive dust in and around work sites has been a problem for many years. It's a health problem to personnel. It's a safety problem because of not being able to have clear vision. And it becomes a compliance problem when the fugitive dust then leaves the permitted work area. The Arch dust control system is a very fine fogger mist. What that means is that the very fine dust particles attach themselves to the fog itself, making it heavier than air and making it go to the ground. We offer various types of nozzles and fogger heads. With the Arch fogger system, there are no chemicals or additives involved at all. It is simply water. The spray heads are designed to target a specific area. The system is very simple in the fact that a water supply, high pressure hose, the pump and the filters are basically the entire system.
The problem with most belt scales is long-term accuracy and repeatability. Our scale, because of the nature and the design and the pattern of the load cell, takes into consideration belt motion and movement so that it is both long-term accurate and repeatable. Like most Arch products, we try to provide them to the customer in a way that they're very easy to use. Arch scales are built completely ready to install. Our carriage fully rests on 4 double-ended shear beams so that we constantly measure the force applied to the scale by the moving conveyor belt. Integrators are touchscreen driven. They're all in clear text. But in a standard configuration, it'll show belt speed, it'll show rate, it'll show totalized tonnage, and it will show cumulative static weight. In conveyor belt scales, we offer 3 different model ranges. We have a 1 to 2% accuracy range, the model SC, a 0.5% accuracy range, model HP, and a dual HP, which is in the 1/4% accuracy range. As far as integrators, we provide 2 different options of integrators, a 1000 integrator, which provides integration of a single belt carriage, and a 2000 model integrator, which will provide for integration of up to 6 scale bases. Because of the related maintenance personnel that work both on and near conveyors, generally at least emergency stop pull cord switches are either required by law or recommended near the conveyors, and we provide a switch that gives personnel the ability to stop the conveyor at any point along that conveyor. Also, we'll provide both trip alarms and pre-start alarms, which also will help to protect personnel that work near those conveyors. It'll provide a pre-start warning alarm prior to conveyor startup, so that if they're in the vicinity of the conveyor, they're aware that that piece of machinery is getting ready to start. We can provide pull cord switch networks that are very simple with vinyl coated traditional type cable, or we do offer what's called a conveyor management system, which is interconnected network of pull cord switches, which provide both the pre-start function as well as the location ID of any switch which is activated, so that if a switch is activated on a long overland conveyor, the exact switch location is identified by operations. We provide 2 different types of tear and rip detection. CTS 700 BTR. It's actually a mechanical switch which requires actual impact, where the CTS 9000 IRRD is a non-contact infrared switch. Both of them are provided, like most products, to match existing conveyor dimensions and they're simple bolt-in-place installation. Switches are provided with 2 contacts. They can be either installed in an alarm-only configuration or an alarm and trip configuration. The block chute detector we provide is a little bit different. It's a standard tilt type probe that instead of being provided in a mercury configuration, it's completely non-mercury. We provide misalignment detection for both the trough and return section of the belt. The troughing section of the belt is a CTS 700 BL and the return section would be a CTS 700 RBL. The biggest difference and where metal detectors become critical is metallurgy provided today with wear parts. Many of those are non-ferrous metals. A metal detector, really what you're looking for is wear parts that somehow end up on the conveyor that shouldn't be there. Provided they're metallic, a magnet will pick them up, but if they're not, then they're going to pass a magnet. So a metal detector is kind of a last-ditch effort to protect crushers. We look forward to providing you with more information in this video series on the Arch products. You can visit our website or call 1-800-553-4567.